welcome to InfoHub. In our headlines, President David Granger says the agro-processing industry needs to be technologically driven. NDIA moving to boost Region 10's agriculture and food security. And Southern for proposed student society complex building at UG's Turkine campus. Stay tuned for the details of these and more. And now for the details. President David Granger says the time has come for Guyana's agro-processing industry to be technologically driven. Here is Paul McAdam.
The president was at the time addressing World Food Day observances held on October 16 in the mining town of Linden.
We have to innovate. We have to bring in the machines. We have to train our young people. We have to plant the farms so that we can produce top quality products. And I urge the Minister of Agriculture once again to activate the agro-processing facilities in the Essequibo Islands, West Demerara region. And every region must have a major agro-industrial complex. Too much food is being spoilt.
The president noted that whilst the regional agricultural commercial exhibitions have shown the possibilities of technology-driven production, more has to be done.
We have to move agriculture to industrial scales. It is good to have one bottle of pepper sauce, one bottle of jam and guava jelly and so. But we have to start producing for the market. We have to start looking for markets in Trinidad and Barbados.
International food prices are at their lowest since 2009, yet the CARICOM region's food import bill has been rising and stands today at over $4 billion annually. Guyana has failed to capitalize on this sizable market, however, due to its yet unrealized potential of becoming the breadbasket of the Caribbean. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
Stacey Carmichael tells us that ExxonMobil's partner Hess Corporation is divesting in an effort to fund operations in Guyana.
On Tuesday, oil exploration company and partner to ExxonMobil, Hess Corporation, announced that it is making a calculated bet by giving up steady production to help fund what is being deemed as the world's biggest discoveries into the next decade. That is the oil find right here in Guyana. Hess Corporation is divesting operations that produced some 16% of its total oil volumes and almost a quarter of its earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization. It is a demonstration of the confidence reposed in the impending oil and gas sector.
We believe that Guyana has now declared reserves of about 3 billion barrels of oil. Compare that to the fact that in Trinidad and Tobago they have on record, in terms of reserves, less than 1 billion. So our 3 billion says a lot.
Natural Resources Minister Raphael Trotman speaking at the recently held business summit. History was created in Guyana when international oil company ExxonMobil officially reported its find of commercial quantities of oil just off Guyana's coast in the Stabroek Block. This followed the first major discovery in May 2015 of high-quality crude oil by Exxon's affiliate Esso Corporation. Since then, government has been taking all the necessary steps, legislative and otherwise, to ensure that Guyana is fully prepared for the impending oil boom. Government is adamant that the advancement of the oil and gas sector augurs well for present and future generations, with plans for the creation of a sovereign wealth fund underway. For InfoHub, Stacey Carmichael.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge Corporation has reported an upturn in revenues since the increase in tolls. Renetta Lafleur has the details.
The toll increase, which became effective on January 1, was implemented to preclude the need for government subventions. General Manager of DHBC, Ralston Adams.
We've seen close to about 50% increase in revenue. This is because the toll increases. Vehicles, they're being fluctuating, and we're monitoring the trends.
Meanwhile, DHBC is engaging a local consultant to review and upgrade its toll collections system. Adams stated that the company is currently using a point-of-sale software which could be upgraded to provide effectiveness and efficiency in toll collection.
One of the things we want to do is to have access to GRA's database. So when you pass through the toll, we put in your number and every information from that vehicle should come up. That's powerful information if you're from a security standpoint. So if your vehicle going through the bridge and it does not, the information coming up does not match that vehicle, then that should send some red flags.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge is a vital transport link for commuters between regions 3, 4 and further afield. Renata LaFleur for InfoHub.
The University of Guyana today held a ceremonial turning of the sod for the proposed Student Society Complex building at the Turkine campus. Here is Crystal Stahl.
The facility aims to improve and enhance the livelihood of UG student population. Vice-Chancellor Dr. Ivelaw Griffith explained that through the persistence of the past student leadership, the $60.6 million, 7,650 square feet, two-story building became possible. He is hopeful that the student body will make full use of the facility come 2018.
I'm hoping that two things happen. That the students who are going to be beneficiaries of the hard work and the investment use this facility appropriately. My second request is the incoming president and leadership find ways, and from a conversation he and I had yesterday, I'm confident this will eventuate, find ways to reestablish the vibrancy of student life.
UGSS incoming president Norrell Hines also praised the past student leadership's efforts and the administrative body for the initiative.
This student complex stands, I think, historically and symbolically at a particular juncture of transformation and transition for the university and for the University of Guyana Student Society. We are particularly pleased to build upon the legacy of past presidents of the UGSS and to congratulate the administration for its effort in this particular transformation.
The building is currently being constructed on the southern part of the Turkine campus. It is expected to be completed in February 2018. Crystal Stahl for InfoHub.
Tiffany Rogers tells us that Minister of Social Protection Amna Ali recently committed to addressing social issues faced by residents of Le Parfait Harmony.
Minister Amna Ali gave assurances to residents that her ministry will ensure the protection of children following complaints about the dangers they face due to inadequate infrastructure.
Believe you me, I will do anything and everything possible to ensure that our children are safe.
At a public meeting held at the Parfait Harmony Primary School, resident William Lambert raised the need for improved street lighting since children and residents are being targeted by robbers. The minister recommended the formation of community groups as a means of protection, as she noted concerns raised.
Maybe, Mr. Lambert, you can initiate a process where we can have, these groups or a group formed. Because we have to protect our children. We have to be able, to ensure that they are safe.
One community member pledged to donate the street lights to be installed, while Minister Ali pledged to ensure the issues raised are addressed.
We in this government, we are doing our best. We are not discriminating. We believe in the theory of having a good life, and we are making every effort to give you that good life.
Government ministers have been intensifying outreaches to communities across Guyana. For InfoHub, Tiffany Rogers.
Paul joins us again to tell us about the National Drainage and Irrigation Authority's move to boost agriculture and food security in Region 10, Upper Demerara, Berbice.
The NDIA's Chief Executive Officer, Frederick Flats, says the agency's approximately $20 million work program is to ensure all year-round agricultural production within the region.
We've actually hired a consultant to look into the possibility of having a conservancy in that area so that even during periods of drought, we can supply irrigation in that area. That consultancy is right now ongoing.
Linden, located some 67 miles away from Georgetown, with an approximate population of some 30,000 residents, gets more than 80% of its food from outside of the region.
That is unacceptable. We believe that the people in Linden must be able to grow more of their food. And it's in the West Watuka area that they do a lot of the farming. So we are in that area, clean a number of drains, miles upon miles of drains and canals.
President Granger recently at World Food Observances challenged Region 10 residents to become more self-sufficient.
What I want you to understand, that we can produce food for all from this great region, Region 10. I want you to aim at that.
Paul McAdam, InfoHub.
In our final report, the National Commission for the Elderly, through the Ministry of Social Protection on Wednesday, hosted a mini health fair at the West Demerara Secondary School. Here is Seneca Thorne.
Senior citizens were treated to services such as vitals, blood sugar testing, dental care, among other services. Senior Probation Officer Zola Cameron Lubin described the event as one way of paying homage to those who helped in Guyana's development.
Next week we're hoping to serve persons from the west side, West Coast, Demerara, at Eiffel Community Center ground. That is going back from Hague to Corica. So we're encouraging senior citizens to come out. We can be able to at least look out for your health.
InfoHub spoke to some of those attending the health fair.
I feel very glad, very happy to have that done on my body because it's free. You don't have to pay to have these things be checked on your body. Whereas normally you go for an eye test, you have to pay for that. Ears, you have to pay for that. But this is absolutely free.
I am satisfied that this kind of effort is being made at the level of the Ministry of Social Protection in conjunction with the Ministry of Health. And I feel that it is an encouraging thing for all senior citizens and, as a matter of fact, for all persons to become more health conscious.
Meanwhile, the Freedom of Life Ministry, along with the Palms Geriatric Home, treated its residents to a spa day, which included a photo shoot and a poetry afternoon. This year's theme for the month of the elderly, Stepping into the Future, tapping the talents, contribution and participation of older persons in society, focuses on enabling and expanding the contributions of older people in their families, communities and societies. Seneca Thorne for InfoHub.
Thanks for watching. Remember to connect with us 24/7 on our website and social media. Goodbye.